सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. ॐ Sadhana Panchakam, written by Adi Shankaracharya. Sadhana is a means. Sadhanam means an instrument. It is a means to take the individual to reach the goal. That is called sadhana. There are many goals. How many individuals are there? So many goals are there. So many sadhanams are there. Here, for a spiritual seeker, what is the goal? What is the sadhana? That is what Shankaracharya is going to discuss. Why it is called Panchakam? The text consists of 5 verses. Pancha means 5. Since this text consists of 5 verses, it is called Panchakam. Prescribed some sadhanas means sadhanas, instructions given by Adi Shankaracharya. Therefore, this text is called Sadhana Panchakam. Another name for this Sadhana Panchakam, Sopana Panchakam. Sopana Panchakam. Sopana means steps, padi. Step by step, how a sadhaka, a spiritual seeker, can climb step by step, are mentioned. What are those steps? Sopanam are mentioned in this text. Therefore, this text is called Sopana Panchakam. Second name. Third name for this same text, Upadesha Panchakam. Panchakam is common. Upadesha Panchakam means in the form of instructions. Upadesha means instructions. Upadesha. In the form of instructions, Shankaracharya given these 5 verses. Therefore, this text is called Sopana Panchakam, Upadesha Panchakam. Now, this is called Upadesha Panchakam. And the last and final, another name is called Advaita Panchakam. The same Sadhana Panchakam can be called as Advaita Panchakam, where the Advaita has talked about. Advaita means there is no second thing other than Brahman. That is called Advaitam. Brahmaiva Satyam. There is none other than Brahman. The whole Jagat is Brahma Eva. Dvaita means two. Advaita means there are no 2 things in this creation. Only one thing is there, that is Brahman. That is called Advaitam. Therefore, this text is called Advaita Panchakam. According to our scriptures, for every individual, the goal is already decided according to our scriptures. Whether they know it or not, the goal is moksha. Parama Purushartham moksha. Where the individual can feel the whole Purnatvam, satisfaction, Tripti, Ananda, that is called moksha. That is the Parama Gamyam. That Parama Gamyam is called goal. In English we call it as Gamyam, as goal. First, discovering this is my goal is the first stage of individual, the seeker. The first stage of the mumukshu, the seeker of moksha, who wants peace, happiness, security, PHS, that person has to first recognize, discover what is my goal. After discovering the goal, to reach that destination, that goal, what is the means also is very important, should be known by this seeker. Knowing that goal is not sufficient. Knowing that my goal is moksha is not sufficient. After knowing my goal is moksha, liberation, self-realization, that which alone gives happiness, peace, security, later the big job for every seeker is, what is the means to reach this goal? This is very, very important. Where many seekers fail to know the means. 50% of seekers fail in discovering the goal itself. After discovering the goal, 25% of the seekers miss that means, what is the correct means. The road, the car must be roadworthy, the flight must be space-worthy, and the ship must be water-worthy. It has to be. Similarly, the spiritual seeker also, the moksha-worthy, he has to take that right path to reach the goal. This is very, very important. Therefore, the one who uses the means to reach that goal is called sadhaka. Sadhaka. Sadhaka and sadhanam. What is the goal? Sadhyam. In Sanskrit we call it as sadhyam. A sadhaka means a seeker. A sadhanam means means. Sadhyam means the goal. After knowing the goal, what is the destination? Reached, attains siddhi. That is called siddhi. So take oneself as I am a sadhaka. Every one of us think ourselves, I am a sadhaka. I want to know the purpose of my life. As a sadhaka, I have discovered my goal is moksha. After discovering the goal, the moksha, what is the right means to reach this goal? The means. Those means are only going to explain here. That is called sadhanam. That is very important. If your sadhanam vehicle is travel worthy, you reach the destination very easily. Very easily. So therefore I have to keep this sadhanam. What are the sadhanas prescribed by Shastra? I have to follow. Then our scripture, the scheme, they have given a scheme. 5-point program they are talking. All these 5 points programs already talked by our Shankaracharya. It's called, what is Sadhana Panchakam means 5-point program. Sadhana, Panchakam. That is called in English scheme. For example, before entering the text, I will give the background, what Shankaracharya is going to talk. Varna Ashrama Dharma is one of the best scheme designed by our scriptures for a person to reach that goal. Varna Ashrama Dharma is the scheme prescribed by our scriptures to reach that goal. Whether they are relevant or not, that is we see later. But what is prescribed by Vedas, it is our duty to know whether how far it is possible to bring into our life, that is we see later. So Varna Ashrama Dharma, there are two, Varna Dharma, Ashrama Dharma. Varna Ashrama Dharma. What is Varna Dharma? What is Ashrama Dharma? All of you know, still I would like to mention very important points here. Varna, there are four varnas designed, given, mentioned in our scriptures according to their guna, karma and jati. Guna karma vibhagashaha, Lord Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita. So this Varna Dharma scheme, based on the person's guna, based on karma, based on jati, it is designed. There are four varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudra. Four varnas. And these four varnas, every Brahmana, again there are three bifurcations: Guna Brahmana, Jati Brahmana and Karma Brahmana. Similarly, same way, Guna Kshatriya, Karma Kshatriya and what is the next one? Jati Kshatriya. Similarly, Guna Vaishya, Karma Vaishya, Jati Vaishya. Similarly, Guna Shudra, Karma Shudra, Jati Shudra. First we see the Jati. Jati Brahmana, who born to Brahmin parents, that person is called Jati Brahmana. A lot of misconceptions are there, and that this Varna Dharma became very, very problematic in the society, people, because of lack of understanding. So it is very important to know. Many people blame the whole Vedic design, not knowing this. What is the background? So the person who born to the Brahmin parents, that person is called Jati Brahmana. Similarly, you can say a person who born to Kshatriya parents is called Jati Kshatriya. A person who born to Vaishya parents is called Jati Vaishya, birth-wise. The person who born to Shudra parents is called Jati Shudra. This is said in Shastra. Next step, a karma. A person who performs Brahmana karma is Karma Brahmana. Who performs Brahmana karma is Karma Brahmana. Who performs Kshatriya karma is Karma Kshatriya. Who performs Vaishya karma is called Karma Vaishya. Who performs Shudra karma is called Karma Sudra. I am going to elaborate. Okay, you be relaxedly listen. Okay. Now 2 over Jati, Karma. Now Guna. A person who is endowed with Brahmana Guna is called Guna Brahmana. A person who is endowed with Kshatriya guna is called Gunakshatriya. A person who is endowed with Vaishya guna is called Guna Vaishya. A person who is endowed with Sudra guna is called Guna Sudra. Now, Jati wise it is clear. Those who born to parents, it's why Jati wise. It is no one can change. We have no choice. Karma wise, what is Brahmana karma? What is Kshatriya karma? What is Vaishya karma? What is Shudra karma? Also designed in the Vedas. Brahmana karma is that Pathanam, Pathanam, Yajanam, Yajanam. Studying scriptures, teaching the scriptures. Pathanam, Pathanam. Without demanding money. Simple living, high thinking. Selfless service without expecting profit. Serving, giving more to the society, taking less from the society is called Karma Brahmana. Don't ask me how many Karma Brahmanas are there, Guna Brahmanas are there. This is what is said in Shastra. You cannot find these people now in present society. But how the Veda design, you see the rishis, wonderful, fascinating their kalpana, no? The design really. So, the Karma Brahmana, whoever performs that Pathanam, Pathanam, Yajanam, making the rituals and others, he is in charge. That Yajanam, Yajanam. That is karma is called Brahmana karma. If a Kshatriya performs, a Jati Kshatriya performs Brahmana karma, is a Karma Brahmana. Remember. Here only we have to understand properly. If a Vaishya performs the Pathanam, is selfless and more giving to the society, taking less, he is a Jati Vaishya but Karma Brahmana. If a Sudra, suppose, studies Shastra, like to study Shastra, have interest in studies Shastra, teaching in that, he is a called Karma Brahmana. Jati Shudra but Karma Brahmana. Now we come from that side. A Brahmana who performs this administration, Kshatriya Dharma, Kshatriya Karma, is a Jati Brahmana but a Karma Kshatriya. Karma Kshatriya. If a Brahmana performs business, finance, he is a Karma Vaishya. But Jati Brahmana, Gunaritya, Karma Vaishya. Swabhava is, he likes the business, not studying scriptures, not selfless service, selfish service. Brahmana is one who performs selfless actions. Vaishya is one with Rajasic nature. He performs actions with motive, selfish motive. A Vaishya is one who performs action with selfish motive, totally Rajasic, pure Rajasic. If a Brahmana, Jati Brahmana performs Vaishya karma, he is called Karma Vaishya. He is no more a Brahmana, Karma Brahmana. He is Jati Brahmana. Clear? Similarly, if a Brahmana takes service working under others, no, like a servant, an employee, he is also a Karma Sudra. If I say facts, you will worry really. Don't worry, don't feel guilty. A Brahmana is one who will never work under somebody. This is what Veda says. A person who works under somebody is called Sudra. He is called Shudra. So what is called Jati Brahmana? Karma Shudra. He may have Punal. Janding injo ella potti irkalam. Gayatri mantra also do. But what he does? Karma Shudra. Either he can take Vaishya karma or Kshatriya karma. So therefore Jati Brahmana, Karma Vaishya, Karma Shudra, Karma Kshatriya he can. But here is a choice. Because of the choice only he is able to do all these karmas. Why he is choosing these karmas? Why a Brahmana choosing Vaishya karma? Why a Brahmana choosing Shudra karma? What is the reason? Swabhava. Because of Swabhava, nature. With Swabhava, now you can see the scheme. A Guna Brahmana is one who is having the sattvic nature, selfless actions doing, full of sattvic nature, helping others, following all virtues, righteous way of life, taking less from the society, giving more for the society, contributing more for the society, is called Guna Brahmana. If a Jati Brahmana takes this sattvic nature, he is a Guna Brahmana. Jati Kshatriya, but Guna Brahmana. Similarly, a Vaisya also, Jati Vaisya, maybe performing his own karma, Vaisya karma, but Guna Vaisya, Guna Brahmana. Even though he is doing business, he is interested in Vedas, Vedanta, spirituality, moksha. If he is interested in what? Vaishya, he is a Guna Brahmana. Jati, Vaishya, Karma Vaishya, but he is a Guna Brahmana. Similarly, a Shudra is born in Jati Shudra, doing karma as it is Shudra karma, but if he is interested in Vedas, he is a Guna Shudra. Guna Shudra. A Guna Brahmana, correct. Sorry. Guna Brahmana. I am very happy you are following. So, Guna Brahmana. Are you following now? So, in the Guna and Karma, we have choice. Why these Vedas have designed this way? A Brahmana is one who is born Jati Brahmana, is also a Guna Karma Brahmana and Guna Brahmana. Well and good. Fantastic. If a Brahmana is born in Jati and Karma also Jati, Brahmana Karma and Guna also Brahmana Guna, he is the best person to get moksha in this Janma itself. And Sveda says, you have choice. Take a Kshatriya, by birth Kshatriya, if even though he performs Kshatriya Karma, if he likes the Guna, Brahmana Guna, he is also can get moksha. He is also an opportunity to go to higher Rajasic nature to Sattvic. He can go. Even Vaishya also. You may be a Jati Vaishya, no problem. You can take to Vaishya Karma, no problem. Nothing wrong in that. Vaishya Karma is good. Do your job, Karma, Vaishya Karma. But at the same time, if you like to go to Guna, Brahmana stage, Veda encourages you. Veda encourages you. Come on from Rajoguna to Sattva Guna Brahmana. So first start action first. Selfish action at least do. Then come to selfless action. And even though you are a Sudra, you need not feel guilty. You have a right to get moksha. Every human being can get if you become a Guna Brahmana. A Sudra also can become a Guna Brahmana. But Jati Shudra cannot become Jati Brahmana. Jati Brahmana cannot become Jati Shudra. Jati Brahmana cannot become Jati Vaishya or Jati Kshatriya. Jati Vaishya cannot become Jati Kshatriya or Brahmana or Shudra. No choice in the Jati. But in Karma you have choice. Even you take your own Karma, that is best. If not possible, okay. If you take your own Karma, Brahmana Karma, Brahmanas Brahmana Karma, Kshatriya Kshatriya Karma, because it is Swabhava. But nowadays Swabhavas are changing. Brahmanas are having Kshatriya Swabhava, Vaishyas are having Kshatriya Swabhava, Vaishyas are having Brahmana Swabhava, Brahmanas are having Sudra Swabhava. Swabhavas are changing. What Shastra says, a Shudra also can become Guna Brahmana, Vaishya also can become Guna Brahmana, Kshatriya also can become Guna Brahmana. When you become Guna Brahmana alone, you will get moksha. Therefore, you can see there are so many Guna Sudras, even though they are Brahmanas, Jati Brahmanas, Guna Shudras are there. Even there are so many Jati Shudras, they inclined to moksha, they love moksha, they love Shastra, they love Guru Sushrusha, they love spirituality. What is the reason? Jati is not the reason, Swabhava is the reason. Therefore, from tamasic nature, these Shudras, why they are called Shudras? Their Swabhava Guna is tamasic, lethargic. not active, either dull or lethargic. So from tamasic nature to, you have to come to rajasic nature, rajasic swabhava to sattva swabhava you have to come. This is the travel every person has to travel. From sattva guna, when you are born in jati brahmana, jati karma you are doing, and if you are not having guna, brahmana guna, you are missing the opportunity. So everyone can come from ladder down to the upper ladder. You can come to the upper step. This is, you can climb. This is what Veda has given an opportunity for every human being according to Swabhava. That's why jati is, we never bother. Everyone can become Brahmana, Guna Brahmana. We want Veda bothers about Guna Brahmana, not your jati. Jati is irrelevant. You are born to any parents. We don't mind. Veda never mind. If you are interested in Vedas, studying Shastra, I want moksha, you are ready. Veda push that person to the upper ladder. Through that ladder he can climb. This is called Varna Dharma. So everyone can reach, get this goal. Now we understood? The discovering the goal, if a Shudra, Jati Shudra can realize, discover this is my goal, he can come to from tamasic nature to rajasic nature to sattvic nature by Guru Sushrusha, sadhana, study, one can get moksha. Vaishya also can get. Kshatriya also can get. Brahmana also will get. If guna is Brahmana guna. Slowly Brahmana guna is, means what? Predominantly Sattva guna. Whoever has got predominant Sattva guna, he is a Guna Brahmana. Remember. Whoever has predominant Rajoguna, they are called Guna Kshatriya, Guna Vaishya. Whoever has got predominantly Tamoguna, they are called Shudra, Guna Shudra. This much is enough, I hope. This is about Varna Dharma. So everyone can get moksha. That's why you can see in Purusha Suktam also, Padosya Vishwa Bhutani, Bhagavan Vishnu is the head, thighs, the foot, Shudra, all this is Varnana has given. There is no inferior jati at all. Bhagavan wants us, everyone has to develop their guna. There is no inferior work, inferior caste, inferior anything here. These are all our misconceptions. Only one thing, because of ignorance. Lack of exposure to our Shastra. We have to know lot more about this Varna Dharma. I hope for this text, this much is sufficient. Next scheme is Ashrama Dharma. Brahmacharya Ashrama, Grihastha Ashrama, Vanaprastha Ashrama, Sannyasa Ashrama. This scheme, if a person Varna Dharma, you may skip to follow. But this Ashrama Dharma, you like it or not, you have to go through it. This is the beauty here. Varna Dharma, either karma, guna, or you have choice, you can go this way, that way. But here Ashrama Dharma, no choice. Everyone has to go through Brahmacharya Ashrama. Study. You have to study. Not Vedanta, you have to study chemistry, physics or something else. That study, bachelor, no. Study life and matter. So that's Brahmacharya Ashrama. Everyone has to go through that. Afterwards, Grihastha Ashrama. Householder. After that Grihastha Ashrama, one has to come to Vanaprastha Ashrama. Vanaprastha means going towards Vanam. It's called Vanaprastham actually, but nobody is going towards Vanam. Vanam, Prastham anamata. It's going towards the Vanam, forest. But you cannot go to forest. Even sannyasis, Swamijis are living in heart of the city. Grihasthas, Vanaprasthas need not go. They can stay in their house itself, make that house itself as a Vanaprastha Ashrama. According to situations, we also have to change. Isn't it? We can change. We need not go to Vanam. At home itself, you feel that this is Vanaprastha Ashrama. Internal attitude is important. Place is not the criteria. Sannyasa Ashrama. Once the student completed his study, Veda Adhyayanam. Those days they have to go to Gurukulam. They have to study their professional subject as well as Veda Adhyayanam also. Dharma. Vaidika Dharma they have to study. These both are compulsory. Angam and Angi. Like that. Both are important. Professional study as well as Vaidika Dharma also you have to know. Both. So this after study over, this person has to settle, after get married and get children. Once the children settle, he will give the responsibility to the children and he has to work for. In Grihastha Ashrama, what he does, whatever he has studied in Brahmacharya Ashrama, he has to follow in Grihastha Ashrama. Vihita Karma, whatever said in Vedas, the Grihastha Dharma, he has to follow in Grihastha Ashrama. Panchamaha Yajnam. After following for a length of time doing sadhana, and he has to give the responsibility to the children, enough, now I have to work for my sake. So he has to give the responsibility to the children, no botheration about the family, they will take care of their whole family. This person totally renounce the family, mentally mainly, and enter into sadhana. That is called upasana. Lot of karma he has done in Grihastha Ashrama. And when he enter into Vanaprastha Ashrama, upasana, japam, meditation, dhyanam. Mulukka time full adhikada spending. We should not poke our nose into that family matters. Enough appa, podum, na paatran. I want work for moksha now. At least. This is sometimes brahmacharya ashrama to sannyasama, directly some people come. I will talk about that later. Now this is the steps designed by our Vedas. Brahmacharya ashrama, get married, have children, fulfill your desires and see the whole world. Nothing is there. Bhagavan I want. I have enjoyed the world. Enough. Come to upasana, meditation, dhyanam, study of scriptures, Guru anugraha, Ishvara anugraha. You have to work for that. More time spending for japa, nama japa, all the time. Then from that person renounce totally. He can become internally sannyasa. No other thought, just Bhagavan. I want to attain moksha. No second thought. Morning japa, afternoon japa, evening japa, night japa. Dhyanam, dhyanam, dhyanam. This is in that Vanaprastha time. After doing lot of sadhana in Vanaprastha ashrama, even wife and husbands also helps each other for this journey. And when you come to sannyasa ashrama, mainly Vedantic study, scriptural study. Shravanam, Shravanam, Shravanam. Until I own up that Aham Brahmasmi. That Mahavakya I have to own up, I am that Brahman. Sannyasa ashrama meant only for this. I may take saffron robes or not, doesn't matter. I am a sannyasi. That's why Janaka Maharaja is sannyasi madri. His fully total mind is only Shastra Shravana. He has studied so much about Shastra. So that person knows second thing. Studying Shastra morning, afternoon, evening, night. Again in the morning, Shravana. No other functions, no other activities, nothing. I want to study Shastra. Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Get Jnanam and get Moksha, Jnana Nishtha, be free and happy. Who said? Veda said. A person, for every person, Veda prescribed this. Veda prescribed this. Brahmacharya ashrama, Grihastha ashrama, Vanaprastha ashrama. This is the means. And sannyasa ashrama. Sannyasa ashrama is not compulsory to take externally. Internally you can renounce. Simple. Simple living. Whatever food comes, eat and no botheration. No second thought. That Aham Brahma Asmi. That Mahavakya Chintanam always. That is the highest sannyasa life. Suppose a person is already qualified in Brahmacharya ashrama itself, such a person can go directly for sannyasa ashrama. This possibility is there. Because this person has already completed all these experiences, whatever has to undergo by Grihastha ashrama, Vanaprastha in previous janma. Previous janma. That's why some people in young age itself, how they come. early age itself they come to sannyasa life. What is the reason? They have completed this grihastha life, vanaprastha life in the previous janma. That's why they come directly. This is one-way traffic, remember. You cannot come back. Brahmachari can become grihastha. Grihastha can become vanaprastha. Vanaprastha can become sannyasi. But a sannyasi cannot become vanaprastha, grihastha and brahmachari. But don't compare. One or two sannyasis got married. Exceptions. Prarabdha karma, that is different. What we want to know is here, what our Veda says. That is our intention. So these 4 stages. Varna, Ashrama, Dharma. This scheme is designed by Vedas for a person to reach that goal. Not only this, the best, another scheme also designed by Vedas, Ashtanga Yoga. The best discipline for a person to attain this goal. What is this goal? Moksha. What is moksha? Peace, happiness, security is called moksha. Once I discover this peace and happiness, PHS and pottukongo. Peace, happiness, security is equal to moksha. This moksha is possible only by following this scheme or Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Ashta means 8, Anga means limbs, Yoga means a practice. Ashtanga Yoga, 8 limb practice. What purpose? It is a sadhana. A sadhana to reach my goal. This is prescribed by Shastra. So therefore I have to take. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. All these 8 steps of sadhana prepares the person to study Shastra. Makes the person more sattvic. If he is tamasic, lethargic, start Ashtanga Yoga and become Rajasic, then become Sattvic. Slowly this Ashtanga Yoga disciplines, integrates the whole personality of the person. Slowly that will take the person to create interest. This Ashtanga Yoga, this scheme of Varnashrama Dharma, if you follow correctly, that creates interest in the person. A religious life creates interest in the person. I want moksha. I want moksha. I want a guru. I want moksha, the goal I have understood, but what is the means I do not know, proper means. So I require a guru, the guru who will guide me, prescribe me sadhanas, and for a length of time, not 1 day or 2 days. Moksha, to attain moksha, it takes lot of time. So the guru prescribes this sadhanas. Shastra prescribes sadhanas. How can I know what Shastra says? I have to listen through the guru. Hey Sishya, you follow these sadhanas. I have followed. Guru says, I have followed. I got the benefit. You also follow, you will also get benefit. If you want PHS, I want PHS, but sadhanas are konjam doubtful. Sadhanas are doubtful, PHS are also doubtful. That is also doubtful. PHS is also doubtful. Once you want that, sadhyam, sadhana must be pakka. If sadhana is not pakka, you have to make it pakka. Pakka means firm, no? Disciplined way of life. I have to train my mind, I have to tune my body, mind, the intellect to that direction. I have to work for that. I have to work for that. Then that only comes, that shanti, parama shanti, you can attain. So those instructions, those sadhanas, all beautifully said by Shankaracharya. Whoever wants moksha, these sadhanas are very, very helpful. So if they follow these sadhanas, they can easily attain moksha. Ananda. So the earnest desire, tivra mumukshutva irukkanum. That tivra, intense desire for liberation. Intense desire to be free from worry, misery and sorrow. I don't have worry, Swamini. I am settled. I don't have any miseries also. I am a healthy person. I am having financially everything setup is very good. But what about doubt? That's why I have given that thought for that today. I have so many doubts in my intellect. I may be fully physically sound, family-wise everything sound, infrastructure is very good, everything is okay. But that inner emptiness, the doubt, samshaya about this, what is this creation, what is this, who am I, where from I am coming, where am I going, who is God at all, where is He, what is His nature, this samshaya is there suppose. With doubt and samshaya, this samshaya will never allow you to be happy, remember. This samshaya will never allow you to be happy. Until that samshaya cleared, you can never attain that happiness. One day or other it will come out. Therefore, I want to be free from these doubts. Who can clear my doubts? The Shastra says, all doubts can be cleared if you study Shastra. All doubts can be cleared. How to study Shastra? I do not know language at all. என்னுடைய own mother tongue எனக்கு தகராறா இருக்கு. What to talk of other language, Sanskrit. As though it is a foreign language for now. French, Japanese, all are studying nowadays. Italy also coming in Madras, Italian language also they are studying. But Sanskrit, it is like a foreign language. Now only people are realizing. But still, how to know all my scriptures in Sanskrit language. In this age, am I going to start with, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha? Can I study? ஏன்னா இங்கே வியாக்கரணம் எப்போ படித்து எப்போ எனக்கு ஞானம் வந்து எப்போ ஞான நிஷ்டை வந்து மோட்சம் வரத்துக்குள்ள நான் அவுட் ஆள் முடியுமா இதென்ன? No, Shastra says, you need not worry about all those things. Whoever gives the simple way, how to get moksha. Those are already, gone through that and give the essence, sara, to get moksha. Catch that guru. Catch that guru. That is simple. You need not struggle for any other thing. But those are teachers, they have to struggle. They have to study Vyakarana, they have to study Mimamsa, they have to study the other Angas, Angis, everything. Anga is Veda. That Angas are all the ancillary subjects we have to study. If when you want to study physics, mathematics, you have to study. Similarly, when I want to teach Vedanta, I have to study Vyakarana, Tarkam, Mimamsa. When I want to teach, but you have to understand, you need not study all those things, but we include all the subject in that matter. So, from such a competent teacher, I have to study who can transfer my life, who gives information first, through that information, and transfers my life. That is called transcending. This is called real transcending the life. Providing I have to be very, very qualified student. Guru is competent, Shastra is competent, I am not competent, student is not competent. What Shastra can do, Guru can do. Sishya is competent, Guru is not competent, suppose. What Shastra, it works, nothing. So, three, mainly Guru and Sishya. So, the Guru is Brahmanishta, Shrotriya Brahmanishta, at the same time, and the student also is Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna. Then moksha is definite. There is no sandeha. Suppose, unfortunately, if because my prarabdha karma, if I don't get a proper guru, I am a qualified student, suppose, I don't get proper guru, Bhagavan takes care of that. I need not worry. Bhagavan will take care. They're just like when the flower blossoms, the smell, fragrance comes. The guru bee comes, the bee goes near that flower to suck the honey. The bee goes near the flower because of that fragrance. If I am a sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha, I have qualifications, Bhagavan comes in the form of guru. Shastra says, there is no doubt. I have Shraddha Bhakti, surrender to the Lord without any samshaya. Bhagavan himself take an avatara as guru, comes in front of me. Therefore, if Guru is very competent, Shishya is lacking some qualification, suppose. It is the Guru's job to qualify the Shishya. There are so many drawbacks, maybe. So many areas are there. We have to see so many areas. In one or other area, maybe the Shishya will be lacking, either physical or mentally or intellectually or some other vasanas. So if I surrender to that Guru, the Guru will take care. By giving lot of duties, doing this, that, and all, Guru knows how to train me. So I have to surrender to Guru. Therefore, now Shankaracharya is going to say, what are the sadhanas you have to follow? In this first verse, he says, Brahmacharya ashrama and Grihastha ashrama is going to elaborately explaining in the first line. First we will read the sloka. Vedo nityam adhiyatam taduditam karma swanushtiyatam teneshasya vidhiyatam apachitihi kamye matistyajatam papaugha paridhuyatam bhavasukhe doshonusandhiyatam atmecha vyavasiyatam nijagrihat turnam vinirgamyatam. See the first line. Vedo nityam adhiyatam. Nityam adhiyatam. Nitya means daily. Adhiyatam means studies. Adhyayanam. What? Veda. Veda means here scriptures. Scriptures means not directly that Rigveda, Yajurveda or Samaveda. Upanishads, Gita or any scriptural text which gives the essence of those Vedas. It comes under Veda. You need not feel, நான் இப்போ போய் ரிக்வேதம் யஜுர்வேதம் என்ன படிக்க போகிறேன் வேதான்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். Veda essence, வேதத்தினுடைய சாரம். So even Sadhana Panchakam is also a text. You are reading the Veda, meaning alone here. Nothing different from that. So Veda, Nityam Adhiyatam. In which ashrama you have to study? According to Shastra, Vedas, you have to study these Vedas, either Upanishads or Bhagavad Gita or whatever text talks about this Vaidika Dharma, you have to study in your Brahmacharya ashrama. You have to study in Brahmacharya ashrama. Student life. But nowadays, days are changing. Because of modern education, we have no opportunity, Gurukulams to study all these things. We have to come like these sadhana camps and study. Otherwise, any Swamiji or Swamini teaching in our place, we can attend those classes. That is the possibility for us nowadays. Nityam adhiyatam. Nityam means regularly. இப்போ வாரத்துக்கு ஒரு கிளாஸுக்கு வரதுக்கே நம்ம கஷ்டம் அங்கே. Once in a week. According to Shankaracharya, Nityam. Attend once in a week, but study at home regularly. By tomorrow you are coming, you have to read this sloka for 10 times at least, so that you can read loudly. Nowadays, hesitating how to read this Sanskrit version. So, Nityam Adhiyatam. Morning, in the evening, compulsorily I have to study some Gita verses, either Ramayana, either Bhagavata or Bharata, some other text. Any scriptural text I have to study. Nityam Adhiyatam. Taduditam karma swanushtiyatam. Tad uditam. Whatever said in that Shastra, Vedas, Tat Uditam, said in that Shastra, Karma, the duty, Swa Anushtiyatam, I have to follow. Anushtanam Pandanam. Vihita Karma, I have to follow. Niyata Karma, this you have to follow. Vihita Karma. Whatever Shastra says, you have to follow this Karma. Swa Karma. That I have to do. What Shastra said? Swanishtiyatam. Do your karma and do puja, rituals, religious life, some extent. You have to follow. We'll see the details. This is in Grihastha Ashrama. Now you see, he has completed Brahmacharya Ashrama and he went into Grihastha Ashrama in one line. In Grihastha Ashrama, you have to uditam karma anushtiyatam. In Brahmacharya Ashrama, Veda, you have to nityam adhyanam, adhiyatam. So we are doing now in Grihastha Ashrama, we are doing both Grihastha Ashrama as well as, nothing wrong, we can do. So you are all students always as well as Grihasthas also. You are doing karma and studying Veda. Beautiful, no? Nothing. We'll see more in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri